Hey guys, welcome to another YouTube video. So today I'll be taking you guys inside my short form content automation build and exactly what allows me to continue making content without burning out. So the thing about, I think life in general is the most important thing to help you guys succeed or to help you, go long in a particular race is by building systems around you in life that allow you to continue to do the things you need to do with the least amount of friction possible. And so that's basically what I'm going to be showing here is one of the systems that I've built to allow me do this thing. And this is my short form content automation system. So I'm going to break it down. So basically I have a trigger here and this trigger runs every day, 6 a.m. And basically what it does is that it runs this Amplify scraper to get the, Instagram posts, reels in particular of a few people in my niche whose videos I appreciate. And once I get their videos, I basically pull those into Airtable and then I transcribe those videos. So I'm going to take you into the Airtable. And as you guys can see, I'm just going to put it over here. We get like some other random information, the caption, the hashtags, the URL of the videos, the comment counts. We get display URL, a video URL, and then we keep putting that, likes count, video views count, video play count, username, video duration, and the transcript, right? So I put in all this information into my Airtable, and then I have a secondary flow here. And this one also runs on a trigger. So it basically runs every day at 6 a.m. as well. And what this does is that it gets all the Instagram reels from that table. And then what it does is that it generates new ideas using AI. So basically I have this prompt here, which is like given the transcript and that information from them, I want you to generate a new idea that I can repurpose and use in my own content. And then it adds that to my content ideas table. So you guys can see here is my content ideas table. And once we have this content ideas table, the next thing that happens is I then have to come and decide whether I like what it gave me, right? So for example, you can see here, these are the two new ones that came through. You see these were added yesterday. So I can come here and just review it and I'll see, hey, does this sound like a good idea? I'll just read the description. So this is introduce all ID by Higglesfield that use your own phone to generate. Okay, I might be like, yeah, that sounds interesting. And so what I would do is I just come here and then I hit approved. Like I like this idea. And this would then trigger my automation. So what would happen is that once this runs, so I'm going to show you the executions because this is actually running in real time right now. So you, let me see, it might take a little bit, like a minute or so to update. We could just wait for that now. But anyway, what would happen is that I have this trigger that watches for approved content. And once that content is approved, it then uses AI to actually generate the scripts and the data I actually need to actually record the video. And then it stores that in the Airtable and then sends me a Slack notification that I can now come on record. So let me check if my execution has finally started. No, not yet. Okay, cool. But we can also just hit it manually so we don't have to wait. So you can see here it's running. It's getting the one that we approved. It's using AI to generate the script. And then it's going to send me a Slack in a second. So I'm just going to pull over my Slack so you guys can see here. You can see it just sent me a Slack that, hey, I can go, it's 9:49, yeah. Hey, I can go do nothing. Hey, I can go record the content, right? I'm going to pull that out. And if we go back to the Airtable now, you can see here, this shows exactly the one I just added. Yeah, it's ready to record. So let's see what it says actually. It tells you the attention grabber. So it says, hey, title booking photo shots just to keep your content fresh. What do you to create consistent, stunning AI generated images and videos of yourself without ever picking up a camera again? Me Soul ID by Higglesfield. Upload just a few selfies and boom, your digital twin is ready to create ultra realistic visuals in seconds, perfect lighting, perfect angles every time. Whether you're a creator, brand, or entrepreneur, this is your content game changer. Tap the link below to create your Soul ID and level up your content now, right? So it gives me all of that. It gives me a caption. No more expensive photographers are waiting for the perfect shots. The other stuff there. It gives me the hashtags. Then gives me an outline I can use for scripting, right? So if we, this says hook, creates on screen saying title booking for just keep your content fresh, shows the split screen. So this helps with my editing and everything else I need to do, right? So yeah, that's pretty cool. Now, once I record, I can just hit done. And That's basically how that flow of the automation works, right? The other part of this automation is sometimes I just have ideas, so I'm not necessarily scraping from the internet, but these are just ideas I have in my brain that I want to like make videos about. And so basically the way that would work is I would go over to my manual content ideas table and I just type in like the idea and I'll just try and give as much context as possible since like I'm literally just putting the idea. So for example, here I said, hey, this idea, let me see if I can, let me pull this out this way. Actually, you know what, let me just change this to long text so it's easier to read. So it says, hey, watch me start an AI service with $0 using code DM outreach plus demo and then reinvest the profits, right? So that's just talking about how like I'll teach you guys to actually start an AI service agency for yourselves and reinvest the profits to actually make your agency grow. And so basically what would happen is that AI agents would then, so let's say I trigger it now. It's then just going to pick one of those items from the Airtable, and then it's going to run a perplexity deep research so we can see exactly which item to pick. Gamma.app, cool, right? Gamma.app is pretty cool. So it runs a perplexity deep research to get more information about that idea, pass that to the AI agent to create the script, and then similarly, it's going to send me a Slack message. So you guys can see here, another Slack message is, hey, you can, this notify you can go ahead with the recording of the content, Gamma.app. And then I can come over to here, and then I can see the same thing we just talked about is here with Gamma.app. This came from my mind. So showcase Gamma.app, the ultimate AI power for instantly creating stand presentations. Give me a touch, stop wasting hours on slides. AI makes your next presentation in seconds. Ever wish your deck built itself? Give me a caption. Give me a hook. Give me the hashtags. And you can see here, hook. Flash a split screen showing a person struggling with messy slides versus a seamless Gamma generated deck. Problem quick cut, tired of spending hours on presentations. Demo Gamma's interface, type of topic, click generate and show auto formatted content appearing instantly, right? Ready to record. Once I'm done, I just hit done. And then the last part of this automation, basically that just again makes everything a breeze for me. Once I create that video, I'm going to upload it to a Google Drive, and then this Google Drive will download the video and send it to Auphonic. Now, what Auphonic is that it's a tool website. You guys should come and check it out. But basically, it automatically cleans your audio so that you sound very professional as soon as you upload. So instead of having like YouTube audio or like your Instagram audio that sounds like a little bit muffled or something, as soon as I upload it to this Google Drive, it literally does all sorts of transformations using AI to make sure that my audio sounds clean as possible. And so once Auphonic finishes processing that, Auphonic automatically sends that video processed with the cleaned audio back to my Google Drive. And then I create a folder where I move all of my finished videos into my folder. So this is all automatically created in my Google Drive using this automation. And then I'll send a video saying, hey, ready to edit if I need to make any other additional edits to my video. And then what these ones down here do is they basically every week, I want to keep my videos organized by week. So there's just a trigger and this runs every Sunday at midnight. And basically all it does is it just creates a new, so I have this code here and it just gets like the next week. So week 1, week 2, and it just creates a new folder for me called week 1, week 2, week 3 that allows me to easily organize my videos. So every time I create a video, all the videos I create in that particular week will be stored in week 3. All the videos I create in another week will be stored in week 2. And that just works on autopilot automatically. And so this is basically my short form automation system. And this system just like keeps me in check, keeps the ideas flowing, allows me to just like record a video and in one button, everything gets processed, cleaned and edited. And it's literally the perfect system. So I want to encourage you guys that like if you're trying to do any business, always think about the ways in which you can build automations to help you make things move smoothly. Again, help like just make the systems in your life like reduce as many friction points as possible. I think that's just a mantra like it's important to have. And if you guys are interested in like a similar automation, you guys can definitely comment below and I can send you guys the guide. This is a little bit more complex, so it's not as simple as just sending out the template. But if you guys are interested in my community, I'm going to be like sharing everything I build there, walking people hand in hand on how to build these things. I'm just trying to give out this knowledge so that I can see people like me just rise in this AI like revolution. So hopefully this is helpful. Hopefully you guys like what you see. But I'll see you guys in the next video.